9, 16, 17. 2, 4, 10-13, 19, 20. 3, 9-13. 4, 10. With the exception of the genealogical listing Ru 4. 18-22, the events related in the Book of Ruth cover a period of about 11 years in the time of the judges, though it is not stated exactly when it was during this period that they occurred. Ru 1. 1, 4, 22. 2, 23. 4, 13. Jewish tradition credits Samuel with the writership of the book, and it would not disagree with internal evidence. The fact that the account concludes with David's genealogy suggests that the writer knew about God's purpose respecting David. This would fit Samuel, for he was the one who anointed David to be king. Therefore, it would also have been appropriate for Samuel to make a record of David's ancestral background. 1-16. 1, 13. Authenticity and value. That the Book of Ruth is historical is confirmed by Matthew's genealogy of Jesus Christ, which lists Boaz, Ruth, and Obed in the line of descent. Mount 1. 5. Compare Ru 4. 18-22. 1ch2. 5, 9-15. Moreover, it is inconceivable that a Hebrew writer would have deliberately invented a foreign maternal ancestry for David, the first king in the royal line of Judah. The historical record provides background material that illustrates and illuminates other parts of the Bible. The application of the laws involving gleaning Law 19. 9, 10. De 24. 19-22. Ru 2. 1, 3, 7, 15-17, 23 and brother-in-law marriage to 25. 5-10. Ru 3. 7-13. 4. 1-13 are vividly portrayed. There is evidence of Jehovah's guidance in the preservation of the line of descent leading to the Messiah and also in the choice of individuals for that line. Israelite women who were married to a man of the tribe of Judah had the possible prospect of contributing to Messiah's earthly line of descent. Ge 49. 10. The fact that Ruth, a Moabitess, was so favored illustrates the principle stated by the Apostle Paul. It depends, not upon the one wishing, nor upon the one running, but upon God, who has mercy. Ro 9. 16. Ruth had chosen Jehovah as her God and Israel as her people, and in his great mercy, Jehovah granted to her a perfect wage in permitting her to become a link in the most important line of descent. Ru 2. 12. 4. 13-17. Sabbath day. A day set apart by God for rest from regular labors. The Sabbath was given by Jehovah as a sign between him and the sons of Israel. X 31. 16, 17. The Hebrew expression Yom HaShab Bath is drawn from the verb Shah Vath, meaning rest, cease. Ge 2. 2. 8. 22. In Greek, He Mira 2 Sab Bat means Sabbath day. The history of a weekly 24-hour Sabbath observance begins with the nation of Israel in the wilderness in the second month after their exodus from Egypt in 1513 BCE x 16. 1. Jehovah had told Moses that the miraculous provision of the manna would be double on the sixth day. When this proved true, the chieftains of the assembly reported the matter to Moses, and then the arrangement o textoi acute miritra longo. Sabbath day 831 Our system was composed of many types of Sabbaths. The seventh day, the seventh year, the 50th year Jubilee year, Nisan 14 Passover, Nisan 15, Nisan 21, Sivan 6 Pentecost, Ethanim 1, Ethanim 10 Atonement Day, Ethanim 15, and Ethanim 22. That the Sabbath was not enjoined upon any of God's servants until after the Exodus is evident from the testimony of Deuteronomy 5. 2, 3 and Exodus 31. 16, 17. It was not with our forefathers that Jehovah concluded this covenant, but with us. The sons of Israel must keep the Sabbath during their generations. Between me and the sons of Israel it is assigned to time indefinite. If Israel had already been observing the Sabbath, it could not have served as a reminder of their deliverance from Egypt by Jehovah, as shown at Deuteronomy 5. 15. The fact that some of the Israelites went out to pick up manna on the seventh day, in spite of direct instruction to the contrary, indicates that Sabbath observance was something new. Acts 16. 11-30 That there was uncertainty in handling the case of the first recorded Sabbath breaker after the law had been given at Sinai also shows that the Sabbath had only recently been instituted. New 15. 32-36 While in Egypt the Israelites, being slaves, could not have kept the Sabbath even if they had been under such law at the time. Pharaoh complained that Moses was interfering even when he asked for a 3-day period to make a sacrifice to God. How much more so if the Israelites had tried to rest 1 day out of every 7. Acts 5. 1-5 While it is true that the patriarchs apparently measured time in a week of 7 days, there is no evidence that any distinction was made as to the 7th day. 7 was prominent, however, as a number that often denoted completeness. Ge 4. 15, 23, 24, 21.